Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tapchin, and yeah, I'm back again with another video. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. You guys, I'm pregnant. And it's very interesting. I'm happy. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with this person in my body. Let me show you guys. Wow, I can't believe it. Yeah, you guys, I've been heavy for a while, and it's been an interesting journey. Thank you, Lord, for the gift you've given me, the opportunity to be a mother. Like, this journey has been interesting. One thing that I had was the famous nausea and vomiting. It was like early morning vomiting. So early in the morning I'll wake up and I'm so nauseous. I'm just nauseous. I'm throwing out water that time. So it would be like you want to vomit, and if you don't vomit, you will not feel fine, and there's literally nothing in your stomach. That's how it felt for me that first time. And oh God, one thing I hate doing is throwing up. I hate vomiting, especially after I've just had a good meal. I like to keep the meals I've had inside my stomach, like, you know. I don't like throwing it away at all. I feel like I'm wasting it when I throw it away. So I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy vomiting at all. So I threw up. I didn't like the feeling. To avoid that, I decided to start eating peppery food, so that I would drink a lot of water and my mouth would still be on fire. That helped a lot. That helped a lot. One of the things I got addicted to that time was soya and a lot of pepper in my food. It really helped. That time we're eating pepper, literally peppery food like this. I remember one day I made one more. My mother-in-law could not even eat one piece. It was so bad. One other thing was sleep. I loved early morning sleep. That one was the sweetest sleep to do. I don't know, waking up was a struggle. It was that first month for me. I was always very lazy to get up from bed. Yeah, I wasn't really tired. I was very agile. As a matter of fact, I was very active. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know I was pregnant. I was constipated for a while. Like, I'm the kind of person that can pee 2 times in the morning. Poo 2 times in the morning before even going to work. And when I come back, I can poo again during the day, something like that. So, but I realized that even after I poo, before I poo, I feel very constipated. I feel like I'm full. Then when I go to poo, just a little will come out, or I may not really empty my bowel that much. Do you understand? Or even if I do, I still feel that incomplete void, like this feeling of incomplete voiding. So it's like I've not pooed yet, but I've pooed. Do you understand? So I had that feeling too for a long time. It was just there. I had my first scan. And normally, one other thing that I noticed in that first trimester was lower abdominal pain. So my lower, you feel menstrual cramps almost every day. It's very painful. It hurts a whole lot. I, however, did not notice any implantation bleed or spotting initially, but I started having symptoms without even any form of spotting at all. So it got me scared a bit, but life went on. Tummy began to grow. So it was just a little pouch, and naturally I am a big bellied person. My belly is a bit big, so it began to show, but I could still wear my jeans till about 3 months. Yes. The next thing that I experienced in my second trimester will be eating. Guys, I cravings. My cravings really increased. I craved wet things. I used to be a lover of plantain, right? But before my second trimester, at that stage, I didn't love plantain. I didn't really like fried plantain like that. That second month was just there. I was craving cake. I held it till my birthday, and I ate cake during that time, and I ate it breakfast, lunch, dinner. Cake. Thankfully, I had a number of them as gifted to me, so it was awesome. I ate cake, guys. I really did have fun that time. I ate cake and I enjoyed myself. Yeah. One thing that was constant actually was suya. I wanted to eat suya every second of the day. Like every minute I want to eat suya. I want to eat suya. My husband is tired of me. Till date, I want to eat suya. People say when I drop, I will not desire suya, but you guys, I just want to eat suya right now. Please give me suya. I just want to eat suya. Then I started liking small chops. God, samosa and spring rolls. I want to eat spring rolls. Like I crave it a lot. I can eat it the whole day for lunch, dinner, bam. It's very close to the hospital where I go for ANC. So after every visit, I must branch there. So in 3 weeks, I'm sure I'm going to eat samosa. I used to hold myself till that 3 weeks. But if I feel like I have money, I will go and buy it. Or if I'm passing that place, going anywhere close to that place, I'll just tell my husband, please can we branch and get some spring rolls, please? And that's it. I really craved spring rolls. I craved random things, and when I crave it, I just start preparing it. I crave more, even though it has some side effects, like me having heartburn after eating it and all of that. But yeah, I crave more a lot. I crave beans, I crave rice and stew, chicken stew. I just crave weird things. Now the kind of swallow I like is pounded yam. If you're not giving me pounded yam, don't give me anything. I like only pounded yam. And I began to be very tired. When I entered my second trimester, guys, I was exhausted. I could barely do anything. Sometimes I didn't scrub my feet very well, but I could barely bend. Even if I do, I'll just do some things and just go. I got really exhausted. I had to get help. I got a help that will come on Saturdays, and just Saturdays. Then the girl was okay. She was good. We just needed someone that will spend the night, like over, stay home help, because sometimes in the middle of the night I want to take tea. I'll drag myself from bed and come and take tea, come and make tea. Or I just need somebody to help me cut pepper, cut all the, meal prepping is more difficult than the cooking itself. So the meal prepping process was very exhausting to me. My husband likes freshly prepared food, and if that makes him happy, please, why not, with all my heart. I did it. So I started planning for the week, so I have everything in the fridge. When I buy things, I portion them in such a way that when I want to cook, I'll just carry this one, pour in the food, everything will just go. But despite that, if you want to boil rice, you have to parboil it. He likes rice that is parboiled, so I have to parboil it and boil meat, do all these things. So all these tiny things get me so freaking tired. I want to clean my shoe, I have to bend down, clean it. Early in the morning, I want to do 1 or 2 things. Like these little things, really helps with them. I couldn't do a lot, so we had to get a stay home help, who started I think last month, not long ago, just recently. As my antenatal, my first antenatal. You guys. So I started going for NC. It was a bit boring initially. All those questions. What was your LMP? Blah blah blah. First, second pregnancy, and all of that. I was very excited for antenatal, but as time went on, I think it got boring. Oh, like the king and the queen that he or she is. My ANCs became more frequent. So then it was once a month or 3 weeks. Then it came to 3 weeks, right? And towards the end of the second trimester, it came to 2 weeks, to 2 weekly. Yeah, and very soon I'll go to weekly, and very soon I'll just pop a rest. So what happened? I now have more frequent ANCs, which is draining, guys. I've never gone and come back anytime earlier than 2 p.m. It's always 2:33 coming back from ANC. Why? And I never go later than 8 a.m. like 8 a.m, 8:30 latest, I'm there. I'll be number 10 or 15, and you see that till 3, doctor never see me. So the doctors make it a habit to come around 2 or 12. So, and then by the time they settle in, start seeing one woman or the other, ANC now, one woman will have an issue, one will have something that will keep the doctor there for a long time. It's just annoying. So we just have to stay there for a while. My husband has been very helpful. He goes with me for some of the visits, and I'll tell you that the days he went with me, they've been the easiest, and every woman admires that. Guys, if you're a male and you're watching me, make it a point of duty. Decide in your heart now, even if you're not married, decide that you will join your wife for ANC. It's very beautiful. It's very important. Attend those classes with her. It is important. Trust me. If you're working in the morning and she has to go in the morning, then try and see how you can take permission. You must not go every day, right? At least once, twice, thrice. Make yourself familiar with the environment. That's where your baby is going to be born, for crying out loud. You should know your way to the lab. You should know your way to blood bank. You should know your way to the reception desk, the nurses station, the ward, the rooms, and everything like that. Like, know your way around, know the pharmacies around that hospital, so that it's not that day you just be, it will help you to be more relaxed. That's the honest truth. They need something, when they come, you just go like, oh, okay, I'm coming, and you go and bring it like magic. Do you get? As opposed to those people that didn't even follow once, the time they come, go to the pharmacy and get cut clam, they will start running. Where is the pharmacy? Excuse me, ma. All those people that used to ask in the hospital, you'll see, man, please, where is the pharmacy? Please, where can I get cut clam? Where can I get spirit and cotton wool? It's because you don't used to follow your wife for ANC. Anyway, please, if you can, please, at least once. At least, that's the least you could do. Do you understand? And that once is even to see that scan, that, oh, you should be there to witness. Don't you want it? I think if you have time, create time. Not if you have time, actually create time, because creating time for things is not really that easy. So if you can, please create time to visit the ANC with your wife. Now, one other thing that I noticed was my boobs are bigger. If you guys have noticed, see, they are so freaking large. It wasn't this big, but right now it's really heavy. It's not just big, it's heavy. And the bras I used to wear are so tight, I can't even buckle up myself. My husband has to help me. Also, I experience frequent urination. Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, so these symptoms I'm listing now are a bit of second and third trimester. So I get so pressed easily, and I feel thirsty so freaking much. You guys, I can pee like 5 times in the night, like a diabetic woman. Thankfully, whenever I go for my ANC urinalysis and FBG, RBG, they are all normal, thank God. If not, I would say I'm diabetic, because I pee frequently. Like, sometimes I just try to hold it, but when it's too much, it can be overbearing. So I have to often pee, and they said, I think that's one cause of UTI in the third trimester especially. So I'm being very careful with where I urinate and all of that. I try as much as possible to use cleaner toilets when I'm outside of the house. I try as much as possible to limit my fluid intake and the frequency of urination, because I'm not sure of external toiletries, laboratories and all of that. So I try as much as possible to reduce it, so that I wouldn't contract any form of illness, God forbid. So I pee really often, and I'm always thirsty. I want to drink water. Recently I had to be in a confined space for about 3 hours. It was hell. I was thirsty and I was pressed. At the end of the day, when I went to pee, it was so relieving. Guys, peeing was it's still really frequent. I just peed like 20 minutes ago and I feel pressed, and I have water here that I finished, and I don't want to take again until I finish this video, because I want to just be done with it, and that's it. Tiredness, you guys, I get exhausted easily. I am tired right now. That's how it is. That's how bad it is. I feel tired at this moment, and I've not done anything. I've just sat down to film. By the time I stand up and walk to the room, carry something, I am tired. At some point I felt like I was very lazy, because I know I'm not a lazy girl. So, and really, my first and second trimester, I was jumping up and down. The early part of my second trimester, I was jumping up and down. When you tell me something, I will get up. One day somebody else said, take it easy, madam, you're pregnant. I say, no problem, no be sickness now. Pregnancy is just part of life. No be say I was sick. Carry myself, they waka. I was very agile, my waist. So when I begin to stress myself like that, if I stand for too long, I feel sharp back pain, like very painful, the middle of my back. When I now squat for a long time, I feel the pain also. So when I sit down for a long time, I feel the pain also. So I have to get a I have to strike a balance. Currently my back is paining me because I've sat for a while. So that's how I know that you're stressing yourself. Do you understand? When I begin to experience these things, then I adjust. Do you understand? So my back really hurts, my lower back. One day I was in the toilet and I just wiped and I saw bright red blood. I was like, huh? What happened? Bright red. This is like, oh, my husband's attention. And quickly went to the hospital. I quickly went to the hospital and I saw we were able to do a scan. Everything was intact. I was fine. I was wondering where that blood came from. I don't know. Thank God it was fine. My baby was fine. We saw him dancing and jumping as usual. Towards the second trimester, I had my first kick. At the beginning of the second trimester, I had my first kick. I felt I was in the bus, and I realized that after that, I actually been having it, but I didn't notice because sometimes roads can be bumpy. So it was just when the person dropped me and I stopped. At that point, I heard something, boom. Oh my God. I never forgot that. I didn't forget it. I kept telling my husband, I felt something. And since then, I've been feeling the movement. And now it's more frequent. It's more obvious. I can feel it more because, you know, the baby has grown in size. Towards the end, I just had tiger nut drink that morning. So when we now had a scan, she's like, you have a very active baby. Everything was moving. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I've seen it on people, but I've not seen it myself. So I'm like, this looks very beautiful. I liked it. And my husband too was excited. He asked her, is it possible to see the sex now at 12 weeks? And she said, yes, it's possible. And she showed us. I was like, we were very, very happy. So at that stage, we could see the sex, and he was very active. And the baby had vigorous movement, fetal activity, 100/100. I was like, wow. And that time, I felt pain, low abdominal pain. So I just decided and understood that when I'm feeling that pain, especially after 18, it's sugar rush, and it is as a result of the activity, hyperactivity at that particular time. So since then, I decided to hold on to that as my kicking, as like the baby's kick. So whenever I eat food and I feel that lower abdominal pain, I'm like, maybe the baby is moving. Now let's talk about my second trimester. It started with weight gain and the desire to eat. Weight gain, clothes don't size me again. Shakara don't finish. I remember one day my husband was like, now we need to go get you clothes. We went to one of his customers and he bought me like a number of dresses, almost 10. So I was very happy. I had dresses to wear, dresses that were really beautiful but hid my belly a little. So I wore one day. As soon as I entered, my supervisor was like, Shakara don't finish, trouser don't end. So you guys, one other thing that stood out for me is going to be the Quavant syndrome. It started in my second trimester when I started to swell up. I didn't even know that the edema was that bad until my friend came and she was like, Tapi, you are swollen. And I was like, sis, I'm swollen. She's like, yes, you look really bigger than you used to. And I was like, oh my God. Look at me thinking I'm just a normal person. Everything is fine. My nose is slim and sexy. And she's like, no, you've swollen up. And also I noticed that this ring, then it was swimming in my hand. I almost changed it to a smaller size. It's just that the smaller size they had was now way too tight. And I was like, maybe I won't wear it for a long time. So I decided to get this one that was swimming. But now it is snug. It fits so well. The worst will be when I keep it for a while, or you know, with gravity, fluid follows gravity. So when I sit for a while, my legs are currently humongous. You don't want to see. So with this edema comes some conditions like the pressure on my tendons in my hands. So I really have the Quavant. I almost touched a carpal tunnel until I realized the carpal tunnel would have affected the whole wrist, but this is just this area. So you guys, if I stretch like this part, it's hurting me a whole lot. I cannot tell you, it's very terrible. And then it started with the right hand. right? Started with the right hand. So I started taking just PCM. I didn't want to take diclo because yada yada yada. I had to take it's an NSAID. Diclo is an NSAID, and I'm not allowed to take it right now. So I had to take initially I started going to the doctors. The doctor said there's nothing I could do, just maybe get topical diclo, but I learned that is also absorbed into the system, so I stopped taking it. I stopped applying it, but it hurts so badly. The thing is, then it was so terrible I could barely do anything. I was screaming every time, because when I just make a purposeful movement, I realize that it hurts and I just scream, and it's terribly painful. Some women say theirs lasted till they delivered, and after some months it went. So I don't know, it's really hurting. Now it has moved to this hand. The annoying thing is that with my right hand, when I bend it this way, just like it is done in the decurvents, the symptoms, it's hurting, right? So but when I raise my hand, it's not hurting. But this thumb, when I raise my hand, no, sorry, for my left hand, when I raise my hand, it's painful, but when I bring it down, it doesn't hurt. Do you understand? But this one, when I raise it, it's not painful. Like, it's opposite. So when this one pain hurts me, I try to avoid the same movement here, but then this one hurts also. So it's terrible, guys. I've not heard people talk about this a lot, but I've experienced this. Until date, it's really hurting. So it's limiting my activities, limiting my movements, and so on and so forth. I just have to be careful with the things that I do with my hand. And these 2 trimesters have been very eventful. I've gone shopping, I've made 1 or 2 TikTok videos. That's before the tiredness came. And also, I experienced the nesting syndrome. I'm trying to renovate, put 1 or 2 things in place. I just want to see things being kept in order. Like tomorrow, I'm going to set and arrange my other room. It's supposed to be baby's room, but for now, baby will be with me, obviously. But I feel like arranging that place. I just feel like everything should be tidy. That's what I feel like. Do you understand? So yeah, basically that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Arranging everything, packing all baby things, putting them in order. I want to feel like baby's coming. Do you get it? Yeah, I have more fear. The fear of delivery, it's increasing as the time draws near. I feel not very scared, but I'm just thinking, how would it be? Would it be a transverse line? Would I give birth vaginally? Would it be cesarean section? I've just been thinking about all this in my mind, and I'm like, God, whatever it is, let this baby just come safely. That's all that matters. Oh, fear of delivery, guys. Like, I remember the last time I went for ANC, right? Women were gisting, like, you know, women that have given birth before, they've passed through this before, they would gist about their experience. This one will say this, that one will say that one. Everybody was just talking, right? So I didn't say anything. I was just laughing. I literally was just laughing. I was wasting my time, but it was very funny. They cracked me up a great deal. Like, they spoke of how for those that had CS, their experience, and how the doctor will press them on their chest, how doctors are evil, how vaginal examination is very painful and it's hurting, and it feels like doctor is intentionally inflicting pain. And I just kept laughing. One woman just told me, why are you just laughing? You've just been laughing since, you've not even said a word. And I told her, and I still laughed. So it annoyed her, and she was like, so why am I just laughing? I said, well, me, I'm just thinking about mine. I really don't know how it's going to be, so this is my first, and I'm just thinking, that's all. Not that deep. I'm just worried, how would it be? She was like, because you have not said anything since. I said, madam, calm down. I don't even know what to say. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have other symptoms of 2nd and 3rd trimester or whatever, just drop it in the comment section below. If you're facing the decurvents, please, or tenosynovitis, let's chat in the comment section. What do you do? Sometimes I apply cold compress. After that, you know, that's a temporary effect I'll have. After that, it goes back. And recently I realized that when I sleep and I lie down on this part, you know, we can only sleep on left and right side, unfortunately. So when I sleep and I lie down on my arm, it applies pressure and the edema increases on my hands. So when there is so much edema, I get swollen, and then that increases the pain in the morning. So I try to avoid my hands when I'm sleeping, so that I just lie on the pillow straight up and elevate my hands. Fluid flows with gravity, so when I elevate my hands, the fluid will drop down and it won't be so edematous again in the morning. So that has helped a little. And I just wish there was something that could just relieve the pain instantly. It's not a convenient or happy feeling. I'm not even happy feeling that way often. So yeah, that's it, guys. I've come to the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's see you in the next one. Bye.